Yard line.
Let's go. 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, I'd say we're well past the time that we're trying to work out the kinks of the season, aren't we? We're already into week 3, and he's looking really, really strong. Already has won an AFC Player of the Week award.
Yeah, did that a week ago in week 2 with runs like that and then some.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. 3rd play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Watch the run. Let go. 54 is mine. 59. Check. Walk 54. Walk 54. I got it.
From the gun, here's Watson. Being chased out left.
Watch the
Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Ready. 50. Clear. Ready.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Go.
2nd and 5. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Watch twist. Shift. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Second and 2. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fielded by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. No problem there on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First down, Indianapolis.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. H3, 218. Drop it. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
80 weapon.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
On the double. Line 6. Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on. Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, all the way down at the 21-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check 43.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Exit. Line 6. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Set. 10 Tucson. Sit. Tighten up. Pull together. Back. Quick dance. Go. Run team split.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin White Gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Alpha. Go, go. Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
2nd and 15. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Devin White able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Well, they need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, check Mike 6. Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up. Slam. He's coming. We got double up. Ready, go.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. Just didn't work.
Not at all. And the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person, no one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close, and close quickly.
50 seconds. 19. Come on.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. Gets around him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. 2 minutes on the clock. 2nd quarter. 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Watson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He may try and run for this. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. Sort of interesting going with a draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I'd first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation, heavy risk reward. If he walks in, it looks like a great call, doesn't it?
Yeah, instead brings up a tough 4th down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He sets to... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Intended for David Njoku. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Situation. Let's go.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Grace, don't travel. Grace, don't travel. You're out.
first down. He'll drop to throw it. Looking for Campbell downfield. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
I'm here all day. You all dog. You got tight. You got tight right there. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check three, check three, check three.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Ready, ready, ready. Line 6. It's our field. It's our field. Move, fellas, let's go. Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6. Tackles, tackle. Check, check. Press down, press down, press down. Rush in, rush in. Rush in.
Looking to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Devin White in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
On the counter, here's Kamara. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This is it. 19. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let him know, let him know. Let him go. Out, out. Hey, 31. Out, go.
Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
It's 2nd and inches at the 15-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Kamara trying the right side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54.
On first down, it's Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run it with Kamara. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Let's get it.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Here's Watson, flushed out right. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Check 6 guys. 66. Fully right. Hey, he's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey. Mike 6. Let's go.
Now they try the right side here. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Going to run the jet sweep. Callaway with it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. The Browns on 3rd down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's put that team on the bus. There you go.
Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
He's coming, double up. Check 9, check 9.
Now they'll run on the draw. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Wild 64, weak.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Mike 6. Rip left, rip left. Hey, check back.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Watch the before. 24. Let's go. Check 52.
3rd and long. It's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 16.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 1. Now a desperation throw deep down. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Mike 6. Mike 6. Hey, check. Hey, check Mike. Mike 6. Mike 6. Come on, the ball. Come on. Kill. Kill. Switch. Check.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Check Mike 6. Drop deep. Mike 6.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it.